Welcome back to the Dwemer Contingency. Let's talk a little bit about plans that we've got for King Rkungtunch, the scholar, the beautiful King Rkungtunch. I think we need to change his title there. So, basically, we're in full sort of, not really endgame, I don't want to say endgame, but we're up to that point now where I want to start getting a bit more ambitious with things. And obviously we've got Numidium as our endgame, and I also want to do some things with Ethereum as well, and obviously tie those two together. So actually in between episodes I've been polishing up bits of the mod here and actually changing a fair amount of it as well, based on some feedback that I've seen in various places on Discord and YouTube comment section. So first things first, to build the second Numidium, which as I've said before is Ethereum powered because Ethereum is very open-ended, just to give myself as much leeway as possible with this one. I've changed some things here. So, whereas before you had to directly control the sites of Numidium, which is obviously a massive pain in the ass for your personal domain, if you've got, say, someone with very, very low stewardship, if, say, for example, you know, you've got vassals that hate you for obviously controlling parts of their de jure duchies, things like that, I've actually altered this, so that instead of you needing to personally hold those sites, you have to have a vassal who holds those sites, you have to fully control it, but it also has to have Dwemer culture. So you can't just, you know, grab it from the Nords and then say, hooray, time for some Ethereum. You actually do have to go through that cultural conversion. There has to be some consequence to it, you know. You have to pay the price. Now, not only that, I have added some other caveats to that as well. So, first things first, I should say I've actually changed the sites so they reflect what they actually are in lore. So instead of, I picked generally some various Dwemer cities across Skyrim because I wasn't really going for the whole Ethereum aspect of things. Now that I've basically embraced that, I've changed it to the Ethereum sites, the 4 Ethereum cities you actually have in Skyrim as part of the big quest, right? Because I'm pulling all of my inspiration from literally all of Morrowind and all of Skyrim. I don't think there's anything in Oblivion, feel free to correct me on that, that really talks about the Dwemer. That was all about the aliens, you know, Umbakano's quests and the ruins and shit. So there wasn't much Dwemer in that, so I'm pulling the 2 big quests from Skyrim, obviously being the Ethereum Wars, and then Morrowind, obviously being the whole of Morrowind, Numidium, that type of thing. So I'm trying to combine the 2 here, just to sort of cover all my bases. Anyway, those are made to reflect the actual sites a bit more accurately. So instead of having, you know, Markarth and some crappy place in High Rock and some crappy place in Morrowind, we've actually got the proper sites. So it says there, like, Sunguard Tribe, Bleakwall, Sheerpoint, Harmugstal. I've actually given those proper Dwemer names in the landed titles folder, so when they flip over to Dwemer culture, they'll have their Dwemer names. So these in Skyrim are, Sunguard is actually Arngathams. I don't think I'm saying that right, but that's the name of that's what it's referred to as in the video game Skyrim, and of course in lore. Then we've got, Bleakwall is Mazulft. We've got Sheerpoint, which is Raldbathar. I don't know if I'm saying any of these right. And then we've also got Harmugstal, which is Barthazel. Those are the sites mentioned in the Ethereum Wars and in Skyrim as well, with those specific names, and actually, you know, correlate to the points on the map there. Now, I didn't want to just make it, you know, entirely Ethereum-based. So one thing we've really overlooked this entire series as Dwemer is the big old Dwemer infrastructure and the automatons and the foundries and the crafting, you know, and the sort of Factorio aspect of things. So what I've also added to this is Alftand as well. I've added that you will need, if you look at the first line there, a huge Dwemer foundry. Now, there are 5 levels of Dwemer foundry I've added to Alftand, and obviously the 5th level being the largest. Also gives, you know, a load of automaton spheres. It gives ballista, it gives spiders, and centurions, and then some level reinforcement and that type of crap. So we've got a lot to work towards. I wanted to flesh it out a little bit, seeing as it is the endgame, and before it was just basically pulling it out my ass. So I've gone a bit more lore-friendly with it. Then we've also got the relevant sites. So in Skyrim, you're told what each of these cities actually did for the Ethereum, besides Batharzel, which I've just sort of said is a refinery, because that's nice and generic, right? So you actually also have to have the Ethereum building in those provinces, right? And to build those, they have to be Dwemer culture anyway, so I guess I could take the other caveat out of that. But you actually have to, so if they're controlled by a vassal, we would go to, say, Harmugstal, for example, and actually build the Ethereum site there, the Ethereum storage site, a refinery in Harmugstal. Also, we went to Mazulft, which is in Bleakwall right now, because it's still Nord. We would want to put here the Ethereum storage. You actually have to have all of those. Plus, you have to do a little event chain to research it as well. So I kind of want to bring that back into full swing, because I thought that's a bit more lore-friendly. I thought that'd be kind of fun as well, because it's such a big part of Skyrim is all the Dwemer ruins. And Bleakwall, I really loved that going into Bleakwall for the first time and seeing that big fake Dwemer sun and this huge underground cavern. That was awesome. So kind of want to incorporate that a little bit. Anyway, that being said, I've also rebalanced the Daedric Scholar a little bit too. So it's actually the rank 3 power now. So if we go to the Tunnel Architect, obviously got the choose specialization. We chose to be an engineer. Yeah, we did. We chose to be an engineer, blacksmith, and I forget the other one. Then we've got construct research site. We did that a couple of episodes ago with our big lab. And then, of course, you've got the deal with Daedra, which is our rank 3 power, because it's quite a powerful power to have, being able to go for any off-map power you want. But that does come with some, I've sort of rebalanced that a little bit, so it costs you a little bit more gold, a little bit more society currency. You have to be rank 3, blah, blah, blah. So that's just a little bit of rebalancing I've done there. So let's actually start doing it then. Let's go for Ethereum, and then obviously from there we can head over to the other stuff. Now, I've already implemented some Ethereum-based artifacts. Obviously in Skyrim you get to make, what is it, the Ethereal Crown, Staff, or Shield. I kind of want to make the Shield an upgrade or a Spellbreaker, even though that's not lore-friendly. I feel like it gives you a reason to actually use your Tonal Architect power to go and see some of these other Daedra. I'd like to incorporate their Daedric artifacts into the Dwemer society, so like upgrade them and change them, because that seems, like I said, very Dwemery. So, first things first then, let's start actually upgrading Alftand. I want to make Alftand, you know, it was our capital, that was our hometown. I want to make it a little more central to the playthrough here. So we're going to start work on the Dwemer Foundry. Oh my god, us having so many things has kind of ruined it a little bit, huh? This was supposed to be like a big endgame challenge, and it's only going to take 14 days. I can kind of see why you're probably not allowed to equip that many Dwemer schematics. Honestly, I feel like for the purposes of gameplay, gonna go ahead and unequip one of those. Just feel like that's a little bit fairer, huh? Oh my god, it's still only... There we go, that's looking a little nicer. Right, so let's build ourselves a Dwemer Foundry. So to build this, all we need is... we need the Animonculary, which we have, and a couple of these buildings as well, which we have. So we'll build the small Dwemer Foundry. It's gonna take a while, but again, there are 5 levels of this. So, and they do give fairly sizable buffs as well. It's only Alftand you can build it. I might incorporate another couple of buildings, but I want this to be the actual, you know, big building, churning out a load of automatons. It gives it quite a high... reinforcement rate as well to sort of represent those automatons being quickly churned out. I sat next to Alva at dinner table when she tells me about a family which was attacked in her capital, Kagramez. They will never see their friends and relatives again, the poor souls, Alva says with a heavy sigh. So this is the base game event, isn't it? Where you try and invoke sympathy for, or you try and like corrupt priest or something, right? You leave a copy of the book on the bed? I actually don't remember. How? No, you know what? This is the secret religious society one, isn't it? I have a feeling she may be secretly religious. Do we not already have sympathy for the Daedric cults, or am I going crazy? What did we have? We did have them, right? I guess we became zealous at some stage and lost it. I could have sworn we already had that. I honestly don't mind having that. There's no downside to it at all, is there? Right, okay. Message about invite to plot has been invited. No, absolutely not. And now the other thing I want to do this episode, along with, you know, starting to get back on the Ethereum track, uncovering that sort of one of the biggest events in Dwemer society, one of the biggest Dwemer civil wars, which was the Ethereum, is obviously, alongside that, grabbing back East March from Vivek, who is looking almighty proud as he is currently at war with Tribunal War for Garbage. So he's actually launched an offensive war on what's left of the Cyrodiilic Empire, if they can still call themselves that, seeing as they're almost entirely, I was going to call it Khajiit then, which might as well be true. They're entirely elsewhere. Nornalhorst? Oh god, yeah, we have Cheydinhull, don't we? Oh, sorry, Creightonhull. Wait, what? Is that some sort of... Was that not actually Cheydinhull? No, wait, that's... Is that what Cheydinhull is? I almost feel like that's not true. Cheydin... No, it's not. I was going to say, that's definitely not what Cheydinhull is. This is Creightonhull. Sorry, my mistake. It's a Dwemer ripoff. That's so strange. It's the Bollywood of Cyrodiil. That's so weird. Alright, fine. Do you want to righteous imprisonment anyway? I don't think so. I think we're fine with that. We could sacrifice something to... Oh, God. Yeah, that's another thing we've got to do, is go back to Sheogorath for the 5th time. We're going to go for... Let's take a look here. We want to go for hire a scholar of Sheogorath. I'm also going to put like a yearly cooldown on that, or you can only do this once every 2 years or something like that, just because it basically fires the last bit of the event chain of the scholarship focus, so you do get some tech points out of it. Don't really want that happening too frequently. This guy, this cat, wants to buy our land? Oh no, he wants to buy land from the cat. No, that's a great deal. I say, this guy, he's my grandson. There he is. My lovely young grandson, 49 years old. Oh god, he's the inbred guy. Sure, why not? Goodbye. Goodbye, Khajiit. We have coin. You have ware. Thank you. Good trade. Now, what have we got to set the council up doing? I was obviously trying to fabricate clones. We don't need to do that anymore now that I've sort of made it make a bit more sense. We actually should be proselytizing as much as possible, because we've still got some Daedric cults to kick out here and there. We've still got the cult of Clavicus Vile. We've got the old gods, because, you know, this is all the Reach. We've got the cult of Namira. We've got the cult of Hermaeus Mora. Might be my fault. And the cult of Sheogorath. Again, might be my fault, seeing as it is Arcwind. But we can give this away now, which is good. Oh, you know what? We could, seeing as it's ours, we could build the... Where is it? Hang on. Ethereum something something. Am I blind? Ethereum. Oh, no, you know what? It's not an Arcwind anymore, is it? I've moved it. Okay, well, we can give this away to the dude at Voltguard. Oh god, did it just crash? Oh shit. Okay, so CK2's been doing this a lot recently. I don't know why, but it also, CK2, what was it? Sorry, HIP crashed as well. This is very weird. Well, it's working now. God knows what happened there. Okay, we're good. I was going to say we don't actually really need to give it away because we're 10 out of 10 on domain size. We just have a vassal that's slightly annoyed at us, but really not that bothered at all. Furious -20, Revoke Myself is -60. Still has plus 100 opinion of us because we obviously, you know, resculpted the Dwemer race and did all this other various crap. Read the Ogma Infidium 4 times over, so I think we're good. Right, so let's talk about Vivek then. How many troops he got? 11,000. Oh, God. We've got 38,000, though. I think we'll be fine. The issue is, of course, that doesn't take into account all the other members of the Tribunal Temple. So if he calls in potential vassal ally troops, that's another 5k men on top of that. So we are looking at, I mean, what are we looking at there? About 16,000 men. Now, that doesn't take into account all of the other grand houses. So that's another 26,000. But you actually Dunmer? You look a little bit more like a Dremora, like one of these in-game Dremora look very, very similar to the Dark Elves. Okay, so 26,000. We're looking at 36,000. Another 9. I'm just going to assume that's 46,000. Oh God, Jesus. And she's actually wait. Great House Slalo is a vassal of the Cyrodiilic Empire. That's really funny. Okay, sucks to be you guys, I guess. And we've also got Great House who? Oh, House Dress down here. Okay, sure. They have another 6,000 men, so we're looking at around 52,000 men, I think, if I'm just trying to remember that. So he very much could outmaneuver us and sort of screw us over a little bit. Now, we're not fully reinforced either. I can only assume that's where certain groups have been, or certain counties from when they've converted over to Dwemer, now obviously have a few more troops to offer us. Do we have too many titles still? We've got the Principality of Banner Mist. What is that? Oh, it's titular? Let's destroy that. I have a feeling that's what's causing these events to fire. The events that where we have to, you know, dispatch adventurers to go and kill giants or whatever. And we've also got Vvardenfell, that's fine. We've got Cathnaqui, Dwemer, Skyrim. Is Skyrim's colour nicer? Yeah, it kind of is. I'm going with that one. Obviously, we're not going to be the Kingdom of Skyrim. That sucks. We are going to still be the Kingdom of Dwemer. Can I copy and paste that? Copy and paste that? Nope, not at all. Alright, Dwemer. There we go. Nice. What does this do? Toggle short name. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, I remember. That looks a lot nicer. Honestly, I feel like it really sets us apart from everywhere else, having a much deeper blue. I like that. Alright. We can still employ Daedric Scholar. Do I have to do this again since the game crashed? We will rehire another Scholar of Sheogorath just in case that crash has affected things. Special minor titles. I want to get this all done and out of the way, make sure everybody loves us anyway. The only guy we've got to impress is the Chimer dude that we're keeping alive, but he should join us in a fight against Vivek, surely. It would make sense if he didn't. I love that we've also got a Nord dude there. How has he got that? Oh, is he Dwemer? Is that how he avoided it? By being our religion? He fucking did. Obviously, we were revoking all of the... Wait, his dad was a Dwemer. He's half Dwemer. You know what? Say no more. Welcome aboard. Honestly, my dude, you're more... obviously, I can't revoke his title because he's our religion and he's half Dwemer as well. So, you know, outwardly looks Nord, but, you know, I feel like he's got our customs at his heart. Sure. That's some Spock level stuff going on there. Vivek the Shadow. Conquer Dwemereth? Oh, yeah, no, we can use the Warlord cast spell and just take the whole thing, or we can claim it, which would be better for us. If we use this one, we take or vassalize all titles held by him, so which one we could just revoke them anyway if they do belong to Almcivi Dark Elves. We could claim Eastmarch, which would just give us the Great Temple of Eastmarch. That's a duchy level title, which point we'd be in exactly the same situation as this. So if we win, we get 100 prestige. It really makes no difference. But that one we're only pressing the come on the duchy. That one pressing the come on everything. So we get the duchy and everything underneath as well. That'd probably be better. Or we could push it for one of our vassals. Claim Eastmarch for this dude, but that's just the barony of Eastmarch. We don't want to do that. Establish tributary state out of the Tribunal Temple. So what happens then? Do they lose their tributaries? So would the Great Houses be independent? Or would the Great Houses be a tribute to Vivek who's a tributary to us? The ultimate humiliation, but obviously we do want to wipe him out. Why can't we Warlord Conquest Vvardenfell? Is it because we would need... Do we need, like, a land border? Because normally one sea border is enough to do it. Maybe if we grab, like, Sheogorath from... Is that Talvani has that one? Yeah, so if we grab Sheogorath from Great House Talvani, we might be able to then head south. Is there a land border? Is there a land crossing? There's got to be. Yeah, there is a slight land crossing there. A river crossing, straight crossing. So we could potentially after that declare war. Alright. Okay. I'm kind of in. Can we declare war on Great House Talvani, though? Oh, get out of here, Vivek. So Great House Talvani, declare war. We can only establish tributary state. I'm going to, fabricate a claim on Sheer-Gorad. That might let us take Vvardenfell. That would be awesome, I think, because Vvardenfell is obviously a very Dwemer-y province. Lots of Dwemer ruins going on there. In fact, there is, yeah, Dwemer ruins. Got to be basically everywhere, right? Surely. Daedric ruins. Okay, fair enough. We've got Daedric ruins, Dwemer ruins. Yeah, I feel like, my god, there's ruins everywhere. It's like every single province on Vvardenfell. So if we were to grab this, that obviously, the ruins event of fires, holding this as our personal domain as well would be kind of awesome, huh? There's much about Sheer-Gorad I would love to learn for the 5th time, 6th time. So what is it we've got to grab from him now? So Wabberjack actually turns out it's one of the most powerful weapons in the game. It's quality 6, I believe, or quality 7. The only other things that are higher quality than it are the Amulet of Kings, the Moon and Star Ring, and obviously the 3 tools of Kagrenet. After that, there's another secret item that I won't spoil, but it's quality 30. So to put that into perspective, the Amulet of Kings is quality 10, the tools of Kagrenet quality 10, and the Moon and Star Ring made by, you know, the Dwemer and Azura for the Nerevarine, or for Nerevar, was quality 10 as well. So this thing is quality 30, so as you can imagine, it's quite powerful. But some guy was telling me in Discord, I'm saying some guy because he might want to remain anonymous, was telling me in Discord that apparently it's just random to get from ruins. So fingers crossed we can get that, and that's kind of one of the reasons I also want to take everything on Vvardenfell. At a festive outing in the wild, I found a message surrounded by wildflowers in my tent. It says to meet Baroness Gronak by the stream at once. Gronak by name, Gronak by nature, the unfaithful of Folkhammer, also married to my loyal vassal there. Fine. I would take no risks for the likes of Gronak. How exciting. My friends can cover for me. Seduction in the wild. I snuck out of my tent down to the stream and I found Baroness Gronak waiting, shining up when she saw me. Hours must have passed while I laughed and talked about Vivacious Baroness. Talked with the Vivacious Baroness. Didn't talk about her to herself. Suddenly, she leans in and whispers softly into my ear. Such learning, I cannot resist poetry. Such a dirty nine, Gronak. Come, let's commit a few sins. How rude, I didn't even know such lewd words existed. I feel like, honestly, everything about Rkungtunch, definitely this would happen. I mean, we're going for that. Sex appeal plus 10. I mean, look at him. Would you guys give that guy sex appeal plus 10? I certainly would. He's like a plus 50 at least, my dude. Plus 69. Right, let's move our troops down and stop this rebellion. Speaking of which, we should probably check the rebellion risk map. Revolt risk and actually see... Oh my god, it's a mess. Probably try and crush some revolts here and there, huh? So we'll head over to... What is that? Voltheim. We'll get rid of that one. Oh my god, the Reach. In typical Reach fashion, full of rebellious little shits there. Got our troops coming up from fake Cheydinhull. Thank you for helping out. My grandson... My grandson, Nchalabakthunulkrans, has really been letting himself go as, like, what was once a strong and energetic man has slowly become a weak-willed and sedentary glutton. I need to warn him as precisely as possible. My great-grandson, Nchalabakthunulkrans, you're getting a bit fat. Cursed infidels. Oh, for the love of God. Not just transforming. Yep, we now worship Sheer-Gorad. Fantastic. Alright, my dude Sheer-Gorad. Can we just get this over with? Can we just... What is... I did want to try the Gift of Madness. We are going to try that out before we completely give up here. What is it we've got to get? Just the Fork of Horripilation now. I love the idea of maybe adding an event whereby we can turn that into some very powerful, I don't know, weapon. Some sort of very powerful spear. The Spear of Horripilation. It was really just in my words to not go unheard. This guy thanked me for my concern. I'm not going to say it again. You can't make me. Don't do it. Brindgrim. Brindgrim, you fuck. Please, I've got a war with Vivek to do. I can't go to war with Vivek while we've got all of this happening. It's because every single province essentially has foreign enclaves. So, or heretic strongholds, apparently, and foreign enclaves, given, you know, massive amounts of revolt risks. What we could do, we do have tribal vassals. How many tribal vassal troops could we call in? A hell of a lot. Bleakwind and the Reach, the only ones I'm already paying attention to. Emerald the Jackal is the high velocity Chimer dude, so we don't need to worry about him so much. So we could call in roughly 5,000 men. Now, I was going to say maybe we'll just have those guys fight these rebellions for us, but unfortunately, they definitely don't have enough to take out the 8 Divines Uprising there. This sucks. What's our moral authority? 63%. If we control the other holy sites, in fact, I might even try and go for the other holy sites just to stop these rebellions occurring so frequently. Oh, shit. Barony of Sheer-Gorad already. Do I want to take Vvardenfell, or do I want to take a crappy province in Vivekid? Oh, God, we're on Dynasty now. Oh, good God. Or do I want to take Eastmarch? Please. Please don't do it. Don't do it anymore. You know what? We can at least be doing something useful here while we wait for all this to go down. Let's build it ourselves and the next level of Dwemer Foundry. It's only going to take 89 days. I feel like this is sort of sort of ruining my big old, you know, foundry. It's very expensive and takes a very long time to grow. No, we don't want to let people know we're a werewolf. But no, with obviously what we've got going on now, I suppose it probably does now that we've also got 41 stewardship. What is our state stewardship out of interest? 66, fucking hell. I suppose this dude's also got 23. What's our wife looking like? I mean, besides hideous, 5 stewardship. Okay, so she's terrible, but she's our granddaughter, so I guess that's the only reason I went for that. Can we go for someone better? Sorry, but I've just occurred to me, like, child is never going to happen. Mainly because of the fact, A, my dude's a necromancer, B, he's immortal, C, he's a lycanthrope, you know, D, she's horrible. So we're going to get rid of you. I don't really care about that, I'm going to be honest. Get out of here. Let's instead go for... Oh, she might be my... Oh, sorry, she's my daughter. Easy mistake to make. So if we've had a Chimer wife. We've had... Who? Who was she? Was murdered on the orders of... Who was she? I literally have no idea who she was. I honestly do not remember. And of course, Serana, who tragically was sacrificed up to Sheogorath at the behest of us. Right, let's find someone who just touched stewardship. That's all I care about now. She's also Dragonblood. You'll do. Why the hell not? Honestly, I'll take it. That'll do. Right, so if we go to war with House Talvani, they've got 9,000 men, but they can also just call in Vivec. But however, Vivec is currently at war against Jarl Aelia the Wealthy in the Sundercliff conquest of Heimlin. Oh shit, they're actually going past the Gerald Mountains. Are these the Gerald Mountains? What are these? I don't remember. More to the point, they're going into Cyrodiil. So they're fighting Tibur Septim? They are fighting Tibur Septim, but he's not doing anything about... Wait, what? How are they fighting his vassal, but not him? Grand Mistress Lana the Jackal and Sundercliff... Oh, she launched the war. That explains a lot. And she's actually winning the war as well. Which means Vivec is probably slightly distracted. However, obviously, if Vivec joins, all the Tribunal Temple are going to join. I just really want to get, you know, Vvardenfell. I think this is so much better than getting crappy East March by the sea. Who cares about East March? Right, let's do it. Let's do it. Right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to cancel the Markarth route. Duh, I haven't done that for a couple of episodes. Let's set up, slowly turning more and more into a sheep. We're going to set it for Dawnstar instead. I assume Dawnstar has a decent amount of supply. Yep, 40,000 supply. You remember Dawnstar? It's that place with 3 houses and a museum. I remember that one. Shit, we've got a lot of heavy infantry. My god. And 1,390 special units. That'll be our Centurion, Spheres, Ballistas, Spiders, whatever else Dwemer people build. Kagramez, I think, is a good idea, but obviously we wanted to pick them up as well if we are going to war with... Oh god, don't raise the troops yet, you fool. If we are going to war with House Talvani, let's do it. I want Vvardenfell. The ruins alone make it worthwhile. Claim Sheogorath. They actually have a lot of land on the mainland. Not on the mainland, I meant they actually have a lot of land off of the mainland. Right, okay. We can requisition fishing ships. We're not going to do that. We've got more than enough boats. Let's do it. Vivec, get out. Okay, well, Vivec did join almost immediately. Again, he is distracted, though, so we might be okay. And this is our foot in the door into Vvardenfell. That way, we also control the heart of Lorkhan. Who needs Ethereum when you've got that? But we don't have Keening, though. Where is Keening? Vivec, do you have Keening? Please tell me you don't have Keening. Oh, Aquinas. Close enough. I don't think Keening still exists, huh? Wait, Keening. No, it's gone, Chief. It's gone. I guess it's gone back to... It was Sothersil with Keening, right? Honestly, don't remember. I don't know how else we'd get that, short of converting to Civi and then becoming a follower of Sothersil, because I believe they do exist as off-map powers, but don't quote me on that one. I've never played as Civi. Greetings, Highcraft Lord Rkungtunch. No, not right now. Can you not see we're in the middle of a big war? This is our revenge. This is Dwemer Revenge version 2.0. Did we ever get a 1 point? Have we ever won in a war against Vivec? Honestly, don't think so. No, I don't think we have at all, have we? We lost this war. There was another war with Vivec, but I don't remember what happened in it. It might have been a white piece or something like that. Anyway, let's get busy. Why are you guys at Winterhold? That's not... Did I set it to Winterhold? Like a fool? That's not Dawnstar, though, is it? Did I manually move them over there as well? Who needs rally points, sir? Well, the best part is the Tribunal Temple are sending troops over to us. So there's nothing to worry about. No, we're not telling anyone we're a werewolf ever. I wish there was an option just to say, hey, you know what? Happy to keep that one a secret, pal. Do we really not have enough boats? As me saying we've got plenty of... 7759. Well, oh my god, yeah, no, we really don't have enough, do we? Oh shit. I guess it's time to build more fishing ships, boys. Oh my god, is this what's holding back the great Dwemer reconquest of Resdane? Not enough boats. Oh, for the love of god. How has this happened? Oh, because we gave away all the freaking cities that had all the boat upgrades. Please, dry moat. That's not it. Wooden pier. Boats. Just anything with boats, for the love of God. Township bakeries. I don't want to build a boatyard. No, boatyard doesn't give boats. Of course, why would it? We're going to have to requisition fishing ships, then, aren't we? 10 ships. 15 gold. Revolt risk goes up. Well, who cares? We're only got enough revolt risk to last us a lifetime anyway. Right, do it. Do it. Do it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's still not much. Ghost fleet. Open spellbook. Quickly. Summon. Ghost fleet. Big boy. There we go. Okay, that's fine. That's actually enough to move some troops around, which is quite nice. Why don't we leave a small force, by which I mean about roughly 19,000 men, on the capital? We've become bitter rivals with... sorry. Ari informed me that Prince Chulak of the Representative is a seducer. My new wife? Husband? My new wife? She's also an aristocrat. She is a very good character, actually. Dragonblood, quick, Master Magistrate. That's cool. Worthless scum. Or do we say, I need better evidence than... Yeah, no. I need better evidence than your gossip wife. I think he's a trustworthy man. He likes us a lot. He wasn't the guy whose wife we seduced, so that's fine. Alright, big fan of the Isle of Man, too, there. Okay, let's move over. So these are going to be our attack force. These are the ones we're going to drop off on Sheogorath on Vvardenfell. And, hopefully grab some land from them. Oh, my God, okay. So we do have also a sort of... kind of, not really, attack force there for mainland Skyrim as well. I think that's enough. They're not going to send guys over to Skyrim, let's be honest. Alright. Now, is it better to hit the capital of Great House Telvanni and burn down the mushrooms, or is it better to go for... Oh, for love of God, don't give me lands now. I can't pause while you guys give me lands, right? Ironbind. Sure. Let's give it to anybody. Are you a Dwemer? You don't look very Dwemer to me. Nord, 8 divines. It's not acceptable, is it? Alright, load filters. Slot 1. Not my religion group, preferably. Oh, no, we're secretly Sheogorath, aren't we? Fine, we want to go my religion, then. Let's sort by best steward. Railthan, steward of Ravenscar, seems very, very good. Okay, you know what? Have some land, my dude. Quicker conversion speeds, in theory. Ironbind is your... Oh, please didn't... Oh, thank God, I thought it gave him Alftand, then. Okay, right. Like I was saying, would it be better to attack the capital and burn down the mushrooms? Or would it be better to go for the actual war goal and then afterwards go for their mushrooms? I think we'll go for the war goal first, just to get a ticking war score. Who's going to leave the troops? That's right, it's your boy, Rkungtunch, on the center. Shall I just do the regular tactic and put everybody under Rkungtunch? It works well. It does work really, really well. Ideally, if you've got, I mean, any more than 40 marshals, you probably want to be doing this, to be honest with you, just because the morale, especially doing naval landings and things, it basically means our morale will never go down in combat. So doing naval landings or... Well, not even naval landing. Well, naval landings, but also, you know, regular old landings. Just coming in at half morale anywhere is absolutely, you know, fine. And probably the best thing to do here. We can assault. We can assault. Nope. Absolutely no telling anyone about your beast blood ever. Thank you very much. Assault is down, and we should have... Nice. Sheogorath is ours. That's good. All right. Foot in the door on the Morrowind mainland. Or not mainland. Vvardenfell. It's very confusing. All right. Telvanni. 16,000. You think that's going to be enough to stop Rkungtunch? Right, let's check what we've got equipped. I want to go in with... So, Charity Madness actually gives high defense. That actually gives National Revolt Risk minus 1%, and we're still getting them. Jesus. Let's go for... So, we've got Sunder and Wrathguard equipped. We've got... The Pentamagic Loop is pretty good, but we have better stuff than that, right? Warlock Ring. Ancient Nordic Armor, which we can throw at any god we fancy. Oh, God, we've also got Skull Amulet, Ancient Nord Amulet. So we've got Savior side equipped, Ring of Hersine, Spellbreaker in one hand, and Sunder in the other is like the most awesome setup I could think of. That's incredible. Right, okay. They're doomed. We don't need to wait for the morale to reinforce. I literally just said that. I think, my God, are we going to win this? 23,000 versus 14,000, but you've got a sort of demigod, Sunder Spellbreaker wielding madman on the center. House Telvanni. So House Telvanni, of course, famous for their wizards. Or not. Archmaester Dams the Ugly of less than Great House Telvanni. I was going to say they're known for having very powerful, famous wizards, but I guess not. Apparently, oh my God, we're gonna wreck them. Look at that. 6,000 losses versus 14,000 losses. Still wasn't ideal, but do we have enough troops to siege? So we've got to take out Stellaris. Fort level of 9. Shit, we've just basically got to stand here and wait now and hope for the best. Could build a fort. I think a fort is a good plan, just to get rid of some of the attrition. Greta becomes ambitious. Greta must learn on her own. I don't even know who Greta is, to be honest with you. Right. We've just got to... Oh, man. There is the issue with having this strategy, though. They can keep coming back over and over and over. Even though we're winning the battle, they're winning the war. Because they can keep coming back more and more and more. They, like I said, we're winning the battle, but they are killing troops. You know, just the losses. Rkungtunch can't win this war alone. And again, they're gonna just keep doing it. Hire the Fighters Guild. So look, let me try and illustrate my point a little bit better. Moving in with 13,000 men. You immediately think, oh, we're screwed, but actually we're gonna win that. But actually, in the long term, even though we do win it, oh god, another fucking Wabberjacker. She's a chicken now. Nice knowing you. Oh shit, we're not even gonna win that one. Oh god. We are at 48% war score though because of, you know, obviously controller share go added and everything else. Right, let's get these, get out. I might not use that strategy so much when we have to siege. It's good for battles, not so good for sieging. Good for naval landings too, as I said. Right. Okay, let's tidy up these random attackers. Get on the boats. Hire the Fighters Guild. Oh god, hurry and get on the boats, because if we reinforcing 3 soldiers per month. Okay, we're not actually, I was going to say if we reinforce even the slightest bit, we can't get on the boats anymore. Alright. Let's try and take the capital. Taking the capital of Alftand, I think, will win this war for us. No doubt about it. And then, Frida's host. Oh, I forgot about you. Shit. 26,000 men, huh? You feeling lucky, punk? Why don't we drain health? Well, I thought I assassinated you. This is another one. Well, you Nords look the same. Right, let's go for close spell look. Assassinate. Some hired muscle. Wait, why can't we hire the Dark Brotherhood? Make it so. I guess we'll just have some random dude try and shank her. Turn her into a chicken. That always tends to work pretty well. Where is it? Polymorph. Do we not have enough? No, we do have enough mana. My god, I wish I could find things. I might actually, genuinely, not even kidding, make that a sub-mod. Making little icons for every single one of these decisions, just to make it a little bit easier. A few days as a chicken won't hurt my target. Boom. There she is. Frida's host. I'm sure hired muscle would be able to stomp a chicken. If you paid me 300 gold, I'd stomp a chicken. There you go. Easy. See, like I said, anybody could stomp a chicken. It's fool's work. Alright, probably not worth it in hindsight. Okay, here we go. 18,000 men. Rkungtunch on the center. 8 Divines Uprising. Not now. Please, not now. Oh shit, they're actually moving troops away from the capital. Right, I think we've got this one in the bag. Easy. Okay, so we'll actually take less losses, having obviously 2 guys on each flank. Don't get out of here. But, again... Actually, I don't know. I kind of like this strategy, to be honest with you. It actually seems to be working a lot better, doesn't it? Maybe they balanced it around... Oh, Skull of Frida, thanks. Just what I wanted. Maybe they have fixed that. Maybe that's a paradox thing. What is this? As I retired to my chambers, I was shocked to find a copy of the Cult of Malakath, The War, on my bed. At first, I thought... So someone's trying to convert us to the Cult of Malakath. Well, actually, we do need Vvardenfell. We do need Vvardenfell. Fuck it. I guess a little read cannot hurt. Why the hell not? Let's go for it. I've been blind, but now I see. We become the Cult of Malakath, but we'll still also be Sheogorath in secret. Oh, no, we are just the Cult of Malakath now. Vvardenfell is a Dwemer-made weapon. Vvardenfell is a Dwemer word. I don't know why Malakath has it. I guess he stole it. Could be a trap. Yeah, let's ignore. I don't care who converted us to the Cult of Malakath. Gonna assume it was probably an orc. Just a weird guess. Destroying his book. That'll teach him. Oh, look at this. If we assault this down now, I think we've got it. Get out. 100% war score. Oh, and apparently we also won against the 8 Divines Uprising. Why? It didn't spawn in with any troops? No idea. Anyway, thank you. Right. And now we've literally, apparently, covered him in shit there. That will teach him for losing a war. Okay. Now here's the golden question, right? We might as well... Oh, shit. We haven't got enough fucking people on fucking boats to get over. Right. Here's the golden question. Can we now... Let him rot. Can we... Get out. Can we now... declare a warlord for a warlord conquest of Vvardenfell? Conquered Dwemer still. Why can't we take Vvardenfell? Liberate countrymen. Oh, that's interesting. How does it work then? I don't know. Is it just on your primary title? Maybe it's just on your primary title or the de jure duchies title. So say for example where we had Solstheim. Solstheim counts as the... No, it counts as... I don't know then. Honestly don't know how that works. I need to look into that and see if it is possible to ever take... I would like to take the whole thing. If not, we'll just keep fabricating claims, right? Interesting. Okay. Now, we haven't really made much progress with New Medium, I will admit. That's my own fault. So we're going to go improve Dwemer Foundry, version 3.0. I really would like to take the whole of... Now that I know there's so many ruins on it, that's actually not just the humiliation of Vivek taking back our ancestral homeland and getting control back over the heart of Lorkhan, but actually just because I want all the ruins. That would be... I don't know why we can't warlord that. It's because it's theocracy, maybe? Oh, you know what? I bet that's exactly it, isn't it? Because you take the title, the top level title, and he doesn't actually have... a feudal title or a title we can hold specifically. Maybe we would be able to, like, Warlord. It's hard to know whether it is. Maybe not then, because we do actually have a border with Great House, whatever this one is, Great House Redoran. Very weird. I need to look into that and sort of find out what the conditions are. So seeing as we've got 100% chance yearly, let's just start taking back Vvardenfell. Even if we have to do it piece by piece, even if we have to fabricate clam on every single province, we're going to take it back bit by bit. Declare war, kick out Vivek. I don't know where the hell he would go if we take back Vvardenfell, but that also gives us an incredibly defensive position, especially if we start taking, like... Oh, you know what? In fact, that's probably the best place to hold it. I was going to say if we take Firewatch, but then obviously if we take Firewatch, that kind of leaves us a bit more open to invasion. Just taking this is more than enough, I think. That's going to be incredible. And we've overrun. So I'm going to leave the episode here for today. Thank you very much for watching. Kind of a weird one. Very heavy warfare. I wasn't kind of expecting it. I wanted to do more background building and working up to Ethereum. But we'll do more Dwemery stuff next episode with the Ethereum, with hopefully making some progress into Numidium as well. But you know what? If we take the heart of Lorkhan, I guess that's killing two birds with one stone. So we're making progress no matter which way you look at it. I know who else has made progress into my heart besides coronary artery disease for sitting in this chair all day. That's right. It's the top tier insane level patrons: Lucas Holting, Sean Thornton, Haydog, Atmosis, Sidini, Timbrag, Gray, Loris, Crosis, Vacuous Backers, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Michael Mullen, Mora, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Pervis Presley, Asuna Kirito, Conspired T, Jimbo, Orksville, Fucking Vasquez, Tom Terry 18, Average Gamer 419, Escape, Zazzy 7011, Baniel, Faust, and Eric B. Thank you all for your support of the Insanity Levels on Patreon. Thank you for keeping the channel going, uncensored, unhindered, and monetized. More importantly, which is more than I can say for the HIP series. And, of course, a big thank you as well to Andrew Wilson, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Euphrates, Icy the Great, Jack Allen, Wolfie, James Barnes, Petimus Max, Panther Pearl, Gabriel Van Ders, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, The Sage, Joran DeVries, Haji Dumar, Arakira, Alpha Scuff, Duncan 2 and 7, Zep McDougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Campbell, Harry McGowan, Chris, Sirthal the Swede, Sir Death, Asro, Nick, Will Wade, Hancock, Noah Gallimore, Fraser Brennan, The Insane Pickle, Adam Person, John Holiday, Zico, Jay Lara, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, and Justin Plock.